Hello, how you doing? We've got news from QJ MOTARD Greece, probably the other countries in Europe too. We've got an interesting 125 with the full power of the 125s allowed in Europe, I think. And it's got plenty of suspension travel, and the price is decent for what it is. Okay, so I will explain to you why this is decent, the pricing, and then I will see how a 12 person fits on it. So let's open some windows next door. Okay, so the competitors are of similar style: the Malaguti XSM 125, the Aprilia SX 125, and the SWM 125. So we see the price here. SWM is 1,000 euros more for this bike here, or this one here. I think so. This is the Motard. This is the dual sport. So 1,000 euros more for this thing here. Looks quite similar. Look at the frame. We've got the, so we said 3,890. Okay, so it's 1,000 more. We've got the Aprilia, which is a Zonxen, and that's at 4,500. So that's 1,600, let's say, more, which is the same bike with the Malaguti. These two bikes are the same, at least 99% of them. You see the frame is the same, and this one is 3,900. So for two bikes are exactly the same, both made by Zonxen in China, I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's what they look like. Anyway, and so this is 3,900, and then we've got the one we said today, which is the 2,900. Looks a bit uglier, I can tell you that. The seat looks more sporty. They say this seat here is very uncomfortable, so imagine this one, which is even more straight and whatever. This one here, where's the other one? Yeah, this one is also straight, and it does look more like it. Let me find another. So I found this photo. I hope it's the same bike. It's in a yellow color, and I wanted to compare to see if it's the same bike. No, it's different. Different frame, but very similar features. Say that. So here, this bike here, the one they have in Greece, got alloy rims. The QJ's got spoke rims. Anyway, let's go back to this bike. Smart Zipa. You get a full power. So the cheapest full power ones must be the, I don't think this is correct here, TRX. I think it's less than 15 horsepower, so I don't think it's that. This one says 14 horsepower, the Trust Ranger. I've seen this in China as a 250. So the Woodzi Vogue R125 is a full power 125, and that's 2,700, and the other one is the SRK, so that's 2,800. So let's say confirm that the Woodzi is the the cheapest full power 125, and I think it goes to 116 kilometers per hour top speed, I think, from a video I saw a year ago, so I might be wrong at that. So that shows you that the price of this thing, which is 2,900 for the amount of suspension you get, it's very, very good, and hope they don't change the price. So we've got that now, and we can compare something here. We can compare the engine. It's the same engine here. The answer is no, it's a different engine. Or at least it looks different. Water cooled. See some specs. (15 horsepower and 9,500 RPM. And this one is 9,500 RPM, so it might not look the same, but it seems to have the same capabilities. So if you check this bike here, the SRK 125, I'll do that for us 1 second. So from a video I just saw, the top speed is above 100. It's probably 110, 115 on the speedometer, and the GPS showed 106 at least, so it's not a slow bike. And which one's heavier? 129 kilos for the Motard and 143 for the sport bike, or the naked bike. So this might be even faster, the Super Motard, although the gearing looks quite big here compared to the gearing on this one. You see it on the other side somehow. You see it, you can see it from here, it's very small, although it's not twisted around. Can you twist it around somehow? No. (129 kilos, 8-liter tank, so that's a minus, kind of small, the tank. This one's got a 10-liter, 2 liters consumption, 2.5 the other one, so maybe it's more, the engine might be more pushed on the naked, although you've got the same amount of power. 225, so 22 centimeters front and rear suspension travel. I don't think it's adjustable. You can adjust the rear one. The Pro 40C is rebound on the rear. Okay, so interesting bike, 1700 and 130, and the other one is 110, 130, so bigger in the front. So much lighter, 2 is nothing, 2 liters. So if you are looking for 125, this might be for you. And finally we're gonna see if I fit on it. There's 2 colors, of course. And there also is a dirt version with 2119, I think. Which we don't have here. This will be here available from September, I think. I don't like red. I'm not crazy about this white one, but I think I would get the white one if I was going to get one. We have an image from the front here. Okay, looks okay. Some protectors here, LED lights, single headlight here, daylights. And we've got neutral, gears here, indication for the tank, kilometers per hour, the time, very simple, and zip to replace if it goes wrong. And here we see the engine and the exhaust pipe with that. Is this the L sensor or whatever they call it for fumes? We see teeth on the foot pegs. These are foldable. A nice little bike. Upside down. Seems like an aluminum swing arm. And the wheelbase is 1430. So I've got the wheelbase here on my comparison system, whatever, crapola. And let's zoom out, see its size. So let's see how I would look on it. So I could fit, I think, easily. Where's the foot peg? Yeah. And my legs won't be very bent either. They won't be so bent. This is from sitting on a Honda CRF 300. Although it would look weird because of the little... Someone called me from a Chinese company and they told me this video is amazing. I don't remember what I was talking about here, so let's press this. So this is the KTM, compare it. Let's remove B4R from here. Okay, there is a difference. It's the size of the wheels. So, but the frame, you know, it's kind of similar. So this 2119, let's compare it with whatever I find here. So here I've got a Benelli, the BKX. Again, the wheels are bigger, at least the front one. 1917, you see how much bigger makes the bike look. But because there's no plastics here, tall people will fit. So although you might look weird, you will fit and you'll be able to drive it. We've got here a QJ. This is the new QJ. It hasn't come to Europe yet. Oh, it's a 17 in the rear. So it's 2117. See the difference? The seat looks completely different, but the triangle, the driving triangle, it's, I could say it's better on the, what do you call this, the COD, because look where the foot peg is. It's a bit lower than the seat, so you'll be standing up a bit higher. So if you don't like bent knees, you're probably better on the COD. Suspension looks pretty much better on the COD also. See, it starts from higher, but I don't know if it's better. At least here it looks better. And we've got the Kove 450, and you can tell here of a similar style bike, but a much more off-road oriented bike and stronger. There are some similarities and some differences. The foot peg is much lower again than on the Kove, so you'll be much more comfortable here in talking about knee bending, comfortable. The seat looks terrible on both. Distance from the sitting, so when you're sitting on it, the handlebars of the COD will be slightly lower than on the Kove. Suspension is a bit longer on the Kove, and there's a different angle, of course, here. And it's generally a bigger wheelbase bike. The Kove is 1490 and the COD is 1430. So one bike I think is 430 is the Vogue Rally, I think. Let me find it here and compare it. Give me a second. So you see the wheelbase exactly the same. The code is, if I zoom in, you can see, although it has the same wheelbase, it's a smaller frame because it's using the wheelbase seat here. This one goes straight down, and this one has an extra piece in the front, so it's slightly smaller in reality. But your feet will be less bent on this one, on the COD, and your feet will fit here, unlike me on the Woodsy, because my legs hit here, or I have to open them more than you're supposed to. So if you're tall, you might give the COD a try, and they might bring the other version which has the off-road wheels, rims. Let me have a look at it, 1 second. So this is the one we were seeing, and this is the other one, the off-road version. And the rear one looks like could be 1721, I don't know. Here it is. Won't change, the same bike. Anyway, yes, it will look a bit better on this one with the bigger rims. I don't know if it's got the specs here. Let's see. 1721, yeah, it's the same in the rear. 1718. What? It's not an 18, this is 17. Anyway, specs are wrong here. So 1721 for the X version. Maybe they'll bring that one also. And it looks interesting. Anyway, that's all for this video. I'm Before. If you like this video, leave a like and have a nice day. Now there's some more news, but I'll leave that for another day.